A local couple nearly lost thousands of dollars and must pay a huge hospital bill after a scam that turned violent.
A couple walked into a Target in Chicago to buy groceries. Two men stopped them near the entrance, asked for $20, and refused to take cash. 3 minutes later, one of them was skidding across asphalt with a fractured rib and a punctured lung. The $20 donation had turned into a $5,100 charge, and nobody has been arrested. Here is how that happens to a normal person on a normal Saturday.
They were swerving into the left lane of parked cars in the Target parking lot, and that ended up throwing me from the car, and that's when
Drew and his partner were approached near the entrance of a Chicago Target. Two men stopped them with a story. A baby brother had died. The family needed help covering burial costs. It was the kind of story that plays on something real, the instinct to help when someone is grieving. They agreed to give $20. Simple, fast, done. The men said they could not accept cash. That detail needs to sit for a moment, because that is not an inconvenience. That is the scam announcing itself. A person who genuinely needs money for a burial will take cash. Cash is immediate. Cash requires no account, no phone, no app. Cash is exactly what a person in a real emergency wants. The only reason to refuse cash is because cash has a ceiling. Whatever is in the wallet is the maximum. But a phone connected to a bank account has no ceiling at all. She held out her phone. The man tapped it through Apple Pay. Most people do not know how Apple Pay's tap-to-pay feature actually works. When someone uses it to collect a payment, they are the one who enters the amount, not the person paying. The sender does not type in a number. The sender does not see a confirmation screen asking if the total is correct. The sender taps their phone against the collector's device, and the charge processes at whatever number the collector entered. There is no pop-up. There is no pause. There is no second chance. The man had entered $4,500. The bank flagged it. The transaction did not fully clear in the way the scammers intended. But by the time Drew looked at the screen, the charge showing was $5,100. He said no. He grabbed the man and held him on the ground. But here is what happened next, and this is the part nobody talks about when they call this couple stupid. The second man ran for the car. Drew followed. At some point, in the chaos of holding a scammer, while his partner stood in shock, Drew ended up inside that moving vehicle. The car accelerated hard into the left lane. It swerved. Drew was thrown from the car. He skidded 20 to 30 yards across the pavement and came to a stop when his body hit the back of a parked truck. He went home from the hospital with a fractured right rib and a punctured lung. His partner stood next to him and said she was grateful he was alive. The $5,100 was eventually recovered. Drew disputed the charge. The bank reversed it. That is the financial ending. The medical bill is a different story entirely. No arrests have been made. Target did not respond to press inquiries. The two men walked into a store, nearly killed someone, and disappeared. Now consider what actually made this work. Because it was not stupidity, it was engineering. The burial story removes hesitation. Grief is not a topic most people challenge a stranger on. The cash refusal creates a technical redirect. It feels like an inconvenience, not a red flag. The tap-to-pay mechanic removes the moment of decision entirely. The sender never chooses the amount. The sender never confirms the amount. The sender taps once, and the money is already moving. From first approach to $5,100 attempted transfer. Less than 3 minutes. This scam did not require weeks of manipulation. It did not require fake websites or impersonated government officials. It required a story, a phone setting, and a couple who wanted to help a stranger. The technology worked exactly as it was designed to work. Apple Pay processed a $5,000 payment request from a stranger's device in seconds, with no secondary verification from the account holder. The feature exists for convenience. It turns out convenience and security are not the same thing. Drew held on because he thought he could stop them. He was thrown from a moving car. He skidded across asphalt. He went home with broken bones. The men who did this have not been found. If someone you care about uses tap to pay on their phone, show them this, not to scare them. Because these situations move faster than instinct does, and by the time the number appears on the screen, the money is already gone. I'll see you next week.